Hi, colleagues. Welcome back to session 2 on the lesson Introduction to the Mobile School Report app. In this section, our focus will remain on teacher registration on the Mobile School Report app as far as data submission on the Mobile School Report app is concerned. At the end of this lesson, it is expected that school administrators should be able to set the teacher registration form, identify the features on the teacher registration form, and then register teachers deployed to their schools. Now, let's look at how to set the teacher registration form. The teacher registration form is set after launching your Mobile School Report app. So when you launch your Mobile School Report app application, you have this as your main menu. Then you click on School Report Card. Then this sub menu is open where you have weekly report, term report, teacher list, and teacher registration. So you click on teacher registration. Once you click on teacher registration, then you have the main menu or the forms in which to input your teacher's details. So quickly, let's move on to the app and see how best we can register our teachers on the Mobile School Report. So this is the main menu, as I said. So you click on the school report card application. Then after that, you click on teacher registration. So under teacher registration, this is a teacher registration form. These are the variables. It is requesting for our last name, the teacher's last name. So you indicate or you write or key in the teacher's last name, which is probably the same name, followed by their first name and other names. Gender of the teacher, if a male is select, a female is select, category of the teacher. Here, understand this, that under the category of teacher, it is requesting for whether the teacher is a professional, non-professional, people teacher, or national service volunteer, or JIDA, or student teacher. So we need to understand some of these options before we can choose them appropriately. So quickly, let's move on to the features on the mobile teacher registration form. So under the teacher's registration form, we have the last name, as I said, we have the first name and other names, we have the gender, then the category. Is the teacher a professional teacher? If the teacher is a professional teacher, it implies that the teacher possesses a professional teaching certificate and a license. So if Kofi Mensah has this information, then he or she is categorized as a professional teacher. What of if he's a non-professional teacher? It means that that teacher possesses a non-professional certificate and non-professional teaching license and has been appointed by GS as non-professional teacher. Then the next category is whether the teacher is a people teacher. If that teacher possesses a secondary level certificate as the highest certificate and then have been appointed by GES as a people teacher, then that teacher, that category of the category for that teacher is a people teacher. But please note that in GES, professional teachers, non-professional teachers, and people teachers are given appointment letters, and in the appointment letters, that category of that teacher is stated on it. So let's take note. If the teacher was recruited and deployed to your school to teach as a national service personnel by the National Service Secretariat, then you select national service. However, if the teacher is voluntarily offers his or her service to work in the school without any appointment by GES, then you select volunteer. So that teacher becomes a volunteer teacher. The teacher becomes a GIDA teacher if that individual teacher was recruited and deployed to teach as a GIDA personnel by the Ghana Youth Employment and Entrepreneurial Authority. Good. And the last category of teacher is whether the teacher is a student teacher. And in such cases, such teachers are teachers who are studying to become teachers and as part of their training observes or deployed to the school by their institutions to observe classroom instruction and thus closely supervise teaching in an let's say in an elementary or a secondary school, right? And such teachers are intern teachers, practice teachers, practice teachers or mentee teachers, etc. Then on the teacher registration form too, you indicate the level that the teacher has been allocated, whether the teacher has been allocated at the KG class, grade, or primary or JHS or administration. Then you go ahead to indicate the staff number, the qualification, academic qualification, the professional qualification year posted to the school. Good. So quickly, let's move back to the form and continue. So based on the particulars of Kofi Mensah, we observe that Kofi Mensah is a professional teacher because he possesses a professional certificate and also a professional license, valid license. Then level taught. So now here too, we need to be very meticulous. If you assign the teacher to KG, then under the grades, you have the options KG1 or KG2. If that particular teacher is handling both grades, then you can select accordingly the two grades, KG1 and KG2, right? What if the teacher is allocated to a class in a level primary, then you under the grades, you have basic 1 up to basic 6 to select. So if the teacher is allocated to a class, let's say basic 1, then you select. What if the teacher has been allocated to teach or is a subject teacher in the upper classes? Let's say basic 4, basic 5, basic 6. Let's say that Kofi Mensah has been allocated to teach mathematics and science in basic 4, basic 5, and basic 6. Then you select the 3 subjects appropriately. Okay, right. Now, what if the teacher is allocated to JHS? Then the grades changes to subject because JHS teachers teach subjects. So here too you have the opportunity to select all the subject that the teacher teaches. All right. So here is very important. We need to take note over here. Then when that is done, you can as well go back to continue with the staff number and the rank. What if the teacher is the level taught is administration? Assuming you are the head teacher, you are not allocated to a class, right? So if you are head teacher or any of the teachers are allocated to the administration, then there wouldn't be any class or subject to select from because head teachers and teachers in administration do not have classes to teach because they perform administrative duties, right? So under staff number, you select and you key in and or you input the staff number of that particular teacher in question. So then the rank, you select the rank. Let's say that particular teacher is a deputy rank. Then we have qualification. This is academic qualification. So let's assume that is master's degree. Then we have professional qualification. Under professional qualification, we have master's degree and diploma. Any of them you select, right? If it doesn't, if the options you have are not found in these options, then select others. So let's choose masters. After that, you go ahead, you scroll down. Once you scroll down, you have the year posted. So indicate or input the year posted to the school. Then once that is done, you go ahead to submit that teacher's details by clicking on the green buttons below. Right, so click on teacher, register teacher here. Now let's look at these options. It's dialog box over here, error. The staff number has already been taken. The staff number has already been taken. Okay, so what this actually means is that that particular teacher has already been registered with this staff number on the mobile school report app. Okay, so because of this difficulty, all that you need to do to circumvent this challenge is that just add a single digit, let's say 0 to the staff number. Then after that, you click on register teacher. If you do so and then doesn't go through, you add another digit, let's say 0 to 8, until you have this dialog informing you that your teacher registered has been successful. So you click on OK. Then after that, you go ahead to check the teacher list. It's just like your staff list. Okay, so once you have your staff list here, you see that we have status of the teacher, whether the teacher is active in the school, the gender, and the staff ID. You bear with me that the staff ID is incorrect, so there's the need to edit it. So you click on Mensa Kofi over here. Then after clicking on it, see that we have the details of that teacher over here. We need to do some edit. So you click on these three dots at the upper right corner of the screen. Then you click on edit teacher. So that you can move straight to the staff ID and then you edit it to suit the correct details or information. Once that is done, what you do is that you check here, is the teacher active? So anytime there's any challenge for which that teacher, the status of that teacher is not active, you come here and then you select, then provide the reason why the teacher is not active. The teacher is still at post and working, then here the status must always be active. On the other hand, if the teacher is on sick leave or maternity leave or any other reason why the teacher might not be active in the school, then select other. Besides, just allow the status to be active over here. Once that is done, you proceed to click on edit teacher. But you must make sure that always when you are undergoing through this process, you have internet access. You click on edit and it will load just few seconds. And then teacher update us as we click on OK. We send you back to the teacher's details and you see that the correction has been effected. Assuming that teacher is no longer in the school, what do? Anytime any of the teacher is transferred from your school or reposted from your school, you go back to the staff list or teacher list, you click on it. Assuming Kofi Mensah is no longer in the school, you click on it, Kofi Mensah. Then after clicking on Kofi Mensah, you go ahead to click on the three dot over here, then click on release teacher, then you click on confirm. Once you do that, the teacher released successfully, then click on OK. Said success, no teacher found. Okay, so you realize that under the staff list there's no teacher over here. So you can click on this to register any new teacher, or you can get back to the sub menu to continue with your registration. On this note, we want to thank you very much for your attention. Our next lesson, we're going to look at how to set a weekly details and then report accordingly. Thank you very much, and let's meet in our next section. Bye.